Like, I'm not telling you to drop out of school. You probably should finish school. Like, I just hate, school's not for me. It's not for me at all. What is going on, guys? Alex Eubank here, coming at you with another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be how to become a fitness influencer in 2021. I've seen so many like teenagers and guys hit me up and they're like, I'm trying to start create fitness content. I don't know how to go about it. What are your best tips for gaining a following? Because I recently have just started popping off a bit. I spent all of last year really focusing on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and like for the first 6 months I had no traction at all. I wasn't getting any followers at all. Back in July I had 2,500 followers on my Instagram, and now we're probably pushing for 50K by the end of the week on my Instagram. So it's been blowing up. Thanks to you guys. So again, thank you for all the support. It's been absolutely amazing. So I want to make this video to help some of you guys out, because a lot of you guys hit me up and they're like, how do I get into this influencer stuff? I want to be able to do social media. So I'm going to give you some of the tips that I kind of incorporated into my own stuff and that you guys can use. Alright, so yeah, I am recording on my new camera. Let me know if you guys like this. It's a little later in the day. Usually I have more natural lighting, but it's later in the day, so I'm just filming this right now. We're just gonna get right into it. So the first tip is going to be posting on all different types of social media accounts. You need to be posting not just on Instagram or just using YouTube. You need to use all of them to your advantage. They all have different algorithms. Some are easier than others, and these algorithms are what's gonna be used to show your content to people who don't follow you already. So for example, there's gonna be TikTok, which is gonna be the easiest algorithm to gain a following on. TikTok is the easiest to reach people through the For You page, to reach people who aren't following you. So TikTok is going to be the easiest. The second easiest is going to be Instagram. Once you start popping on Instagram, your stuff will start being shown on the Explore page. Like right now, mine's going pretty good on the Explore page. You can see through your insights if it's getting on the Explore page. That's when you start getting people who don't follow you to see your content, and it'll like tell you how many followers. Like some of my pages that my posts that do really good on the Explore page will get like 1,000 follows from it. So I'll show you guys. I'll pop up some screenshots of what I'm explaining, so you guys can go check them out through the insights. But Instagram is the second easiest to gain a following on. And then third is going to be YouTube. YouTube's probably the hardest to do. It takes the most time and definitely the most effort. But once you start getting shown in the algorithm through YouTube, that's when things really start popping off. And that's when you really can start making an earning from content creation. So those are the three main platforms that I use. I also post a bit on Snapchat, but Snapchat isn't as good for getting a following. It's more of like kind of interacting with your followers. So I'll get into that. Like that's a big tip as well, interacting with your followers. But all right, so the first thing with TikTok, which is the easiest thing to gain followers on, I like to post 3 to 4 times a day on TikTok. When it comes to the type of content I post, anything from viral content, like what's trending, I'll post my own original content. I'll copy what someone else is doing. Don't be afraid to copy someone, bro. It's TikTok. You can't own an idea. Replying to comments is very good as well. Literally anything. I've realized that some of the videos I put the least amount of effort into, the least amount of editing, the least amount of time, takes me 1 minute to put together, will pop off the most. And a video I spent 30 minutes making will get like no views. It's just how TikTok works. The algorithm is weird. So just post as much as you can. The more content you're putting out, the better, honestly. I say try not to do any more than 4 to 5 times a day though. Don't really go over 5 especially. I feel like that's a little too much for your followers. Other thing is to go live pretty frequently on TikTok. I like to go live either every day. I'll switch between TikTok and Instagram, or on TikTok I'll do like once every 2 days and something like that. When you have a video that's starting to pop off, maybe go viral, go live. Go live and interact with those people who aren't following with you, try to get them to follow you. Second platform is going to be Instagram, of course. Instagram is really good for getting a little bit more personal with your followers because you're posting. I like to post every other day. You don't have to do that. In the beginning, I only was posting every 4 or 5 days. Now, I'm posting every other day because my stuff is starting to get shown on the Explore page more often. You gain more followers from it. So now it's the more I post, the more followers I gain. Back when I first started, the more I posted, the more followers I would lose. I was losing followers when I posted, but you'll reach a point where you pass that and you're getting on the Explore page and you're gaining followers every time you post. So remember that. I like to post on my Instagram story a minimum 4 times a day. Throughout the day, I'll either post meals I'm eating, workouts, physique updates, raw gear promotion, rise promotion, stuff like that. You need to be posting consistently so that Instagram sees that you're actively using their platform, you're actively trying to grow in it, and it just helps overall is getting more people to see your stuff, see your stories. So post frequently on your stories on Instagram. Again, the same thing with going live on Instagram. I like to go live maybe once a day. I do like these little kitchen lives. I'll do a pre-workout like before I do my workout, and I'll like talk to you guys, interact. The biggest thing is interacting with your audience. Interact with all your followers. People don't want to just follow someone just because they have a good physique, right? They want to like you for your personality. I try to be very vulnerable with you guys. I told you all about my past, what I've went through. I tell you all about my Christianity, my relationship with God. Being very vulnerable with your followers helps you develop a relationship with them where they're not just following you, but they're trying to be friends with you. Like I see my followers as friends and people that I actually could talk to and have a conversation with, rather than people who just look up to me and like, oh, Alex Eubank, Greek God, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's not how I want it to be. I want you guys to follow me for the person that I am. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I always reply to comments. I always reply to Snapchat messages, DMs all the time. You have to be able to do that. You have to create a personality for yourself. The biggest thing is having that personality. That is like the biggest thing when it comes to trying to stand apart from all these other people trying to be an influencer. The third platform, YouTube. I try to post, now I'm trying to post 3 times a week, which is very difficult, but I'm trying to do 3 times a week. For the longest time, I was doing every 4 to 5 days, so I was getting 2 videos out a week. I recommend at least doing 2 videos a week. Then once you start popping on YouTube, you start doing more often. Again, it's the same thing kind of with Instagram, with posting. Once you start really kind of getting followers to go to your stuff, the more content you put out at that point, the better. At first, it's like if you do too much, it's not as good because you want to have better quality content at first. Then we start getting it out, then you can kind of put whatever, and your followers will watch it just because they like you for who you are, not as much as the quality, if you get what I'm saying, right? Now, when it comes to editing YouTube videos, I use Filmora to edit. It's pretty simple. I don't go crazy with my edits and stuff like that. Thumbnails, I always had an app to do it. Now I have a friend who does it for me. He's an awesome guy. Love him. He helps me out with a lot of stuff. You can use things like Canva on Google Canva, or like PixArt and stuff like that can help you create thumbnails. There's also apps you can pay for that will help make it easier to do as well. So those are the 3 main platforms that I recommend trying to get good with and post on. Again, TikTok's the easiest to get followers on. YouTube is going to be the hardest. The cool thing, it acts like a funnel, so make sure you have all your socials linked. You can either use a link sheet or a beacons link in all your bios, so that if your followers or if someone on your TikTok clicks on your link, it can take you right to your Instagram, or it can take you right to your YouTube. The TikTok followers are going to funnel in your Instagram followers. Your Instagram followers are going to funnel into your YouTube. So it's like a little funnel. TikTok's the easiest because of the algorithm, and it transfers all the other platforms. So another big thing, again, like I talked a little bit earlier in this video, is personality. You need to attach a personality to your content. You can have the most lit physique in the world as like an 18-year-old, and you cannot get followers if you don't have a good personality. If you're just posting transformation videos, you're not interacting with your followers at all, they have no reason to really watch you. You need to be informational. I like to teach you guys things. I like to be fun. I like to have funny things. I like to do everything because I want you guys to be involved with my personality, and I feel like that's what helps sets me apart. Other things you can do are like aesthetic wise. Like for me, like what sets me a little bit different apart from other guys is like my chest, my insertions a little bit. The whole Greek god thing sets me apart from other people. Like Hattie has the pharaoh, the Egyptian stuff. For me, it's the Greek god vibe. So little things like that help set you apart, because there's so many influencers out there, especially recently, the past year or two, especially with TikTok, that are trying to become these huge fitness influencers in the industry. There's a high volume of them. There's a high volume. So you need to set yourself apart. Next thing I'm gonna be going over is sponsorships. How do you get sponsorship deals and stuff like that? For me, if you don't know, I'm sponsored by Rise Supplements. Love them. Use code Alex for 15% off. Raw Gear, wearing the Raw Gear beanie right now, as well as I'm wearing their joggers. You can't really see it. I'm wearing a belt because that's my backup. But Raw Gear, use code Alex for 10% off. That's Bradley Martin's brand. So basically, the more followers you get, the more engagement you're getting, a lot of likes, a lot of comments. You should also interact with other people on Instagram. Find a good industry. I interact with other Instagram fitness creators all the time. I comment on their stuff. I like their stuff. Interacting with each other to help boost each other's algorithms. Make sure you do that. The more followers you get, the more likely you're going to have companies reach out to you. So always make sure you're checking your DMs and stuff like that. Check your emails all the time. See if companies are reaching out to you. But sometimes you're going to have to reach out first. Send a professional email to them. Either you can DM them maybe on Instagram. Probably more professional to email them. Or if you want to go really professional, go on like LinkedIn, find their athlete manager and send them messages through LinkedIn. I didn't do that, but you can try doing that and reach out to different brands. The thing is, you don't want to sell yourself short. You don't want to go with a bootleg brand new brand sometimes, because you don't know if you blow up and you're stuck with that brand, and say like Raw Gear hits you up, Bradley Martin DMs you like he DMs me, and you're already with a different clothing company, you know? You want to save yourself for those good companies that are going to give you good contracts, you're going to have a good relationship with, and you have a lot more room to grow, right? So you want to be careful with that. Another big thing when it comes to being an influencer is collabing with other influencers. If you guys don't know, we already have an official Swole House in Dallas, meaning me and a bunch of other influencers who are sponsored by Rise and a few by Raw Gear. The house is going to be sponsored by Rise Supplements, so we're actually going to be working for Rise, helping them out with creating stuff, going to the warehouse. Interacting and collabing with other influencers is really good at pushing out more content and more entertaining content, as well as it gets your followers to see their followers, and you kind of all come together. Collabs are very important. I've always done collabs with people like Hattie and all the guys who are already in the Swole House. People want to see you, entertaining with other influencers. They're like, oh, this is the most epic collab of the century. I've been waiting for this, and stuff like that. People love to see that. So do collabs with other influencers that are maybe around your following range. Oh, investments into like camera gear. I just bought, again, I spent it's like $1,700 on this camera with the lens just today. It was a huge expense. which sucked because I broke my other one. The Canon M50 is what I always used to film on, which I got for $450 with the kit lens, which was a good deal. Look at Facebook Marketplace to get good cameras. Having good quality cameras and aesthetic pleasing videos and sounds is very important to doing good with content creation. So I highly recommend investing into a good camera. Don't get a bootleg one off rip because you're gonna regret it. Get a good one. Like the Canon M50 was great, good entry-level camera. This is a higher end one. This is an entry-level full frame camera. That's what I'm filming on right now. It's pretty good. I like it actually, way more than M50. Then look at lenses. I have Sigma lenses, f1.4. Those are great for having that blurry background, getting really good picture quality and stuff like that. You can only go so far on an iPhone. Do not use your iPhone. Make the investment. It is going to be worth it. So there's plenty of different ways to make income as a fitness influencer. People don't realize that. I have dropped out of school. I have quit my job, and I'm smart with it. I only do it after you reach a certain amount of money that you're making. Then you're like, okay, I want to pursue this full time. I can see a future with it, and I want to go for it. You know, you got to make sure you're dedicating your time to the right things. You don't want to waste your time on, like, I'm not telling you to drop out of school. You probably should finish school. Like, I just hate, school's not for me. It's not for me at all. I can't do it. I'd rather, if I did school, I wouldn't be able to do any of this content stuff because it takes me too long to do it. So I thought I could quit. Plus I have a really good backup plan. I got a good support system with my family, my father. So like I'm not, you know, hurting if this stuff wasn't to work out. Like I'm very blessed and okay with that. So if you're not like that, definitely go get your degree, complete, you know, try to do school and do this at the same time. But yeah, I was able to quit my job and quit school to pursue this as a full-time thing, especially with moving out to Dallas for the Soul House. I'm really going full-time once I move out there. So I'm actually gonna move out there February 15th. That's a date if you wanna know. Some of the other guys are going on the 1st, but yeah. That is it for today's YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. I know I speak kind of fast, but if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something from it, please leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite tip was that I told you, and comment down below some other video ideas you guys want to see because I'm going to be posting 3 times a week. I need help with some ideas. I also have a girlfriend now. She's actually the most beautiful girl I've ever met. Awesome woman. I'm going to plan on making a lot of videos and content with her. Yeah, but let me know what you want to see with my girl. So leave those comments down below, and if you aren't subscribed already, please do so. It helps me out so much so that I can keep doing this as a career, as a job. Please subscribe, turn that bell notification on if you haven't already. Thank you guys for all the support, everything you've been doing for me. God bless each and every one of you guys. Wish you guys the best of luck this year. Go kill it. If you want to be an influencer, don't let anyone push you down and tell you can't do it. I never thought I'd be in this position, but I am in this position. So you can do it the same way I did. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great day. Peace out.